Oh, we've got a bit of vibrating. Can you just move that? Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
Trouble at the Uptown Espresso by Kristin King. I'm not sure what possessed me the other day at the Uptown Espresso, but I think it was my baby girl. Separation is hard on her. She usually tugs so hard that I leave a part of myself with her. I walk around in a fog while she cries and cries. This time the opposite must have happened. She must have left a part of herself with me. So I was standing in line waiting for a single tall Americano when I saw a huge container of Hershey's chocolate syrup. I felt compelled to press the squirter. Lovely glops of brown chocolate started splashing on the counter. When I stuck my hand in the chocolate and smeared it around, the resulting patterns were gorgeous. I put my hand in my mouth. Wow! And then I smeared it around my forehead and in my hair. Someone started shouting, and they sure sounded angry. But the Hershey syrup was way more interesting. Then somebody took hold of me and pulled me away, sat me down at a table, and started to play tug of war with some napkins, swiping at my face. Fun, fun, fun. But gradually I collected myself. What had gotten into me? I went back in line because I still wanted my single tall Americano. The Hershey syrup was gone, so no more temptation. And I was just about to order when a woman came in with a big white dog. I pointed and said, "Dog!" The dog wagged her tail, but nobody else paid attention. "Dog!" I said again, and dropped onto my hands and knees and chased after the dog and grabbed at its fur. The dog loved the attention and licked some of the chocolate off my face. This was a pity. I was saving it for later. The woman started screaming, and the dog started barking. To be friendly, I barked back. The shouting got louder, and I was placed at a table again, where somebody got out a bottle of hand sanitizer and started giving me a hand massage with it. I collected myself again. The other patrons, none of whom I noticed had children with them, kept muttering and giving me sidelong glances. Boy, this was getting embarrassing. But honestly, could I just have one lousy, single, tall Americano? Was it asking so much? So after the dog left, I gave it one more try. I went straight to the counter, pushing aside the other people who were hanging around there, pointed to the espresso machine and said, "Dat!" In retrospect, I have to say that the barista was patient above and beyond the call of duty. "Ma'am, do you want a coffee?" she asked. I clapped my hands. "Dat!" I said. "Single shot mocha with whipped cream on top?" she said. "Dat!" I said and pointed to the espresso machine. After several tries, we got it close enough. Single, decaf, non-fat latte. I guess I could live without the caffeine. And to tell the truth, milk was starting to sound really good right about now. I clapped my hands as she made the latte and handed it to me. Just to see what would happen, I put my fist inside the cup. Big mistake. It was really hot. It burned my hand. When I pulled my hand away, the cup tipped over and all the coffee spilled out my stomach, burning it. There was a moment of shock, like, how could this happen to me? I took a deep breath while the horror of it sunk in. And then I dropped to the floor and wailed at the top of my lungs. What happened next I can only reconstruct from secondhand accounts. Because I was in an agony of despair. Some kind espresso shop patron dug my cell phone out of my purse and called my husband, who, it turned out, had been waiting across the street in case my baby got separation anxiety. My baby hadn't. In fact, she'd completely finished the New York Times crossword puzzle. My husband rushed over, holding my baby. "Dolly?" I asked. I reached to my daughter with both arms and started pulling. "Hey, gently," said my husband. Somebody stroked the back of my hand to show me what gently felt like. I let go and patted my baby until I felt like myself again. And then I took her in my arms. The next time I went to my mom's support group, I brought up the incident. Several of the other moms nodded their heads and told me they could relate. Samantha had jumped to the park into a fountain and caught a chill. Paula had run out of a car while her husband was driving and gone dumpster diving for a Tickle Me Elmo doll. And Elise had bitten a policeman and spent the night in jail. So they told me it could have been a lot worse. I thanked them all. And then we sang the Barney cleanup song, picked up the blocks off the floor, and followed our babies to the kitchen for a snack.